Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Yep, I'm having coffee again as usual, and hopefully everybody out there is doing well. And what's going on here? Well, to be honest with you, I ordered a tablet, one of those bargain deals, and I thought I was going to get a semi decent little tablet. I didn't want nothing fancy. I just wanted something I could see and be able to use when I do live chats on my YouTube channel. Well, I'll get this tablet, about $60, something like that, 65, something like that. Yeah, very affordable. And like I said, the main reason I wanted it because it's a little bigger and easier to see than my phone. Well, I installed a few apps on it, and I noticed it's kind of slow. Well, the first thing off the bat, when I ordered it, they said it's supposed to have Android 15, and they had this Snapdragon processor and a few other things. I say, well, that's pretty reasonable specs, and it should perform okay. I didn't expect some miracle tablet. But upon installing these apps, this thing performed terrible. First, I blamed it on the internet, and then I checked that, and the internet was fine. And I said, well, so I went into the systems and see what the specs were. Well, it said Android 14. Well, I thought I ordered 15, but that's okay. Android 14 is fine. And Snapdragon processor and all those things, and the memory, is 12 and 526 or something like that. All that checked out. So there's just something not right. So I downloaded my little app that I use from time to time for device info. Well. That told the whole story. Android 10, and no, it didn't have Snapdragon in it. It had some off-the-wall shelf slow processor from 2014. And even at then, it was for bargain devices. So but it did check out for memory. But anyway, I done a reset on it back to factory specs, boxed it back up, and chatted with the supplier. At first, they naturally they don't want you to return it, and I sent them screenshots of what I had found. I said, "Well, it's like this. This this thing is terrible." I said, "If you don't want to accept the return, I can always give it away to some unfortunate kid and let them have a toy, an expensive toy." So I applied for the return, and within 24 hours, the supplier did approve my return. And so I took it and dropped it off to the courier, one of the couriers, and and give them a screenshot of the return label. And upon them logging in the number, which took about 15 minutes, as soon as they did that, I got my refund. Of course, it went into my Lazada wallet, which is no problem because they will allow you to transfer that money into your bank account, or in my case, I'll just send it to my Gcash because it's much easier for me to get my money that way. So everything worked out on that end. Ah. So you got to watch what you purchase here. And I got to say now, Lazada overall, my experience with them has been pretty good, pretty positive. I'm sure it's not like a lot of companies, you're not going to get 100%. But overall, because they're just a platform that allows people to sell items on their platform. So, given that perspective, I have to say that I've been ordering items for a long time, and my returns are far and few between, and most of them are legit. So it's not a problem. Now, on a side note, my cell tower internet, my little modem, there for about a week, I was having major issues with it. I mean, it didn't miss having any internet. And with these brownouts, it's important that it worked. Well, it's working now. And I got a text from Smart apologizing for their service being erratic. I said, I wish they'd sent me that to begin with because I was thinking my modem was bad. I was actually trying to do a little research looking for a replacement. Well, there's replacements, but not at the price I want to pay. But anyway, it's up and running again, and it's doing okay. It's nowhere near it was when I originally got it, but it's working and it's satisfactory. And it's fairly stable except for late evening. I got a 2 or 3 hours is extremely slow, but at least it's better than nothing when the fiber is out. So with that said, we're all good. But we overall we're doing pretty good there. And I got new tires in a little van, and they performing well. Virgil's got an activity in school, I think tomorrow, if I remember right. uh, he had an oral exam here, I think it was Tuesday, if I remember correctly. Just bear with me. And he did excellent. He did so well. He was number one that they excused him from taking the written exam. Oh, I'm so proud of him. He's doing so well. Now, if I just get him to be a little bit more responsible at home, it'd be awesome. But he's in the learning stage. It'll take time. He's lacking on uh, taking care of little things. When he uses something, he doesn't. I need him to learn to put it back where he got it. Things of that nature. When he goes out the gate here and closing the gate, because now we got a new family member, and I don't want her escaping outside with the larger dogs, plus the possibility of eating something that she should not. So little things like that. But like I said, he's in the learning process, and he'll come around. I'm positive on that. Now, I do have an issue. It's going to take quite a bit of time to overcome or fix. I've got a deep freeze that's just plumb rusting out. I got wooden support underneath of it because the bottom is falling out. It's still functioning. And the lid on top, one of the hinges is plumb rusted off. And I've never experienced this in my entire life. And I have dealt with several deep freezes through my lifetime. You know, this deep freeze I think is about 4 year old, if I remember correctly. And it's terrible. It's been terrible for several years. It started getting bad within the first year. Uh, the rust coming out on it. And don't say it's because of getting wet and all that stuff outside. I got a washing machine out here with a metal cabinet, and it's 10-year-old. Actually, it might be over 10. And it might have, I noticed it got, it looked like it might have a little bit on the bottom that, but it still looks good. The washing machine still looks good. And it's used, Grace has put it through the works, rugs and everything else. No problem, no issue. Of course, it's an LG. Now, the deep freeze is a higher, I think how you pronounce it, or something like that. But, and both of them been outside their entire life. Actually, the deep freeze is in an area which is less likely to get any rain on it. I mean, it's because it's on the south side, and everything blows in from the north. So, as far as I know, it's never had any rain on it anyway, because it's either been right here in the front on the south side, that transferred when we did the renovation to the other side. Ah, yeah, very good. Coffee's good. And so I ordered a resupply of my blood sugar monitors, the strips and lances, and I thought I was going to get a deal, get 100 pieces of each with a new meter. Well, I got the new meter. Well, I'll open it up here. It don't have a brand name on it, but it's identical to even the lance tool. It's identical to my Oron, or how you pronounce it. And the case is identical. Like I said, yeah, and it functions pretty well. But I do have a complaint. Does that look like 100 pieces of each? Actually, it's 25. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to return it. I did complain to the seller with no response. So that's that. I just have to find another supplier and order me some more lances and strips for that meter. For my other meter, both of them the same. But I was disappointed. Uh, Disappointed because of a couple of reasons. My order wasn't complete, and the supplier, no response. Only in the Philippines. You gotta love it. I'm sure that happens other places in the world too. There's not. This is just. You can't just blame the Philippines for it. But that's just part of life. You're gonna have issues regardless where you live. So, things are just not going to be the same. I have another issue too. I ordered some cameras to monitor my terrace and inside the house when we're not home, so I can keep an eye on Cookie. The cameras, they work fantastic. I mean, no issue, no problem. My problem is the app you have to use for them. I tried to find an alternative app, but they don't recognize the cameras. I even tried to. I cleared one of them just for test mode. Tried several different apps, and they don't recognize the camera. I stuck with the other app. What's my complaint? The constant ads that they have. I mean, if you go from one camera to the next, you have to watch a stupid ad. And or you see it, you get a notification, you got movement. Time you watch the ad, the movement's gone. But other than that, the cameras are great. They work great when I'm not home. I can monitor it easily. They just all the ads constantly. It's flooded with ads, and of course, that's probably the reason I got them so cheap. I got 3 cameras, and they're a lot better than my old cameras. Of course, my old cameras are very old. Might be the reason why. The picture quality is great. I mean, very good, very good. Uh, but I only paid like for 3 cameras. I think about $35, something like that. So how can I really complain? I just find it disturbing. But overall, now I ordered those from, be honest with you, from Temu. Uh, uh, I've ordered not very much from Temu. I got a Wi-Fi extender, which worked out pretty good, and those cameras. It seemed like there was something else. I can't remember what it was. Like I said, I wanted very little. Uh, but so far, the product has been, for what you pay for them, they've been satisfactory. Uh, no, I can't give them bragging rights, but it's another source. And I find that, to be honest with you, there's some products on Temu that's more expensive than the one I normally have order from. Because when I get ready to order something, I do a cross reference. I pull up products on Temu and see if the specs and the pricing are similar. And some items just considerably different in money. And Temu is the one that's the higher price. So I suggest if you're looking at something, do a cross reference before you make your order. Same brand, same specs. Uh, that's what I do. And of course, checking the reviews. And sometimes the reviews is not accurate. Believe me. Anyway, guys, I've rattled long enough. Oh yeah, one more little thing I'd like to make a comment on. If you follow me into this, if you listen to me rattle up to this point, maybe you can help me out and confirm what I hopefully it's not true. I watched a YouTube video. It's been probably a week ago, and I've tried to do some research to find out if it's accurate, and I can't find nothing on it. Hopefully, it's not accurate. YouTube's supposed to change their policy starting January and take effect in February. And it is the watch time hours go from 4,000 to 8,000. Yeah. And a couple other things in there. I forgot what it is, but that's the main thing. And if that is true, little channels that are struggling just to meet the minimum, um, they'll lose their revenue. They'll no longer qualify for the revenue. Of course, I've never gotten the first incentive from YouTube, period. I just do it because let people know the real life here in the Philippines, without all the hype and fancy videos and cuts and all that good stuff. Just everyday life. That's what my channel's all about. So don't worry, I'm not going nowhere, even if they do change it. I just feel for the guys that depends on the revenue. It would have been nice, got a little revenue from YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but that's life. Anyway, guys, if you know more than I do about that, just let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smile when you're out and about. Live long and prosper.